We are going to the cabin for 4 days, 5 days, and I need to make sure I'm off my phone. Gotta use the brick app. So here we go. Are you girls ready? Yeah. We're gonna commit to this. All right, the timer's on. Do you think I'm gonna do it?
Yeah.
No phone for 4 days, 5 days. A few years ago, I was so excited to learn about Sabbath because I was exhausted. I remember thinking, oh, I heard about this thing called Sabbath. Let me read a few books. So I remember I went away. This was like year 3 into our church planting journey. And I just went and I read 10 books on Sabbath. And I was like, wow, I feel so rested because I've learned about Sabbath. This is incredible. And then 2 weeks later, I realized I was still exhausted. Why? Because I gave my mental assent to Sabbath, but I never actually Sabbathed. And for some reason, in my upbringing of discipleship, I thought all I needed was to read 10 books on Sabbath and then thought I would feel rest. The problem is my left brain loved it, but my whole body wasn't engaged with it yet. I was following the Western logic. I thought I welcomed the word, I received the word because I gave mental assent to the idea that I should probably Sabbath one day. I've learned the last few years it takes a lot of effort to train my mind, my body, and my heart to truly rest in the love, grace, and sufficiency of Jesus. The biggest bummer so far is I melted off my magnet. The whole thing I was pumped about melted off on the fireplace. I placed it on top of the pit. That was dumb. Let me explain to you what the Brick app is. Now this is clearly, it's not a sponsored video, although I wish. But I've been getting a lot of ads about this Brick app, and it's essentially saying it's gonna get your time back, it's gonna remove all the distractions. It makes your phone into a dumb phone for $54, and that includes shipping. And I decided to do it. And so the cool thing about it, so I've been bricking so far. The plan is for this to be about like 96 hours. How long is 4 days? You have 5 emergency uses, but I'm not gonna take advantage of that. You cannot go back to using YouTube, Instagram, all these social media websites. What it does is it removes it. It uses the screen time feature, but you cannot use it again until you go back home to the fridge, or I think I put it on the microwave, and it's a magnetic, and you scan it, and now you have your phone again. So Maps still works, text messages, phone calls. So I'm still restricting that in other ways, but pretty big fan of the app. I love that I found another device for this. I wrote about this on my book, The Non-Anxious Pastor, The Importance of Digital Simplicity. Listening to an audiobook. That wouldn't be something you would brick, right? Or would you? Would you need to brick audiobooks? You're so quiet, and especially for these videos, I don't know if it'll pick up anything.
No, Mom. You don't ever put my stuff in the videos anyway.
Because it's too quiet. Again, I wish this was sponsored. It's not, but go check out the Brick app.
We're having a lot of fun so far.
You are?
Mm-hmm. It's not as cold as it was this morning. I slept great, so that's good.
Have I been on my phone?
Nope, and Dad hasn't been on his phone all day so far.
Kind of a van camp tradition to go to this general store.
Mommy,
It's always good things. What are we gonna do this time?
Mama, can I buy this?
Just quiet again.
I don't know.
Oh,
This is the ball you'll eventually play with.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I want to
The
buy
soft-
something. I think Daddy should take a break from pastoring because he did a little too much. And I think he should take a break. And I thought he was a little tired of talking at second service when I was there. To give Daddy's voice a break. So, bye!
So she totally said that without me prompting her. So you think I talk too much, so I need to rest. Well, I can't quit.
But you should!
I don't want to make another video about Sabbath without talking about work. I think one of the main reasons I'm also using this Brick app is to be fruitful, to be productive, and to be focused. I'm really excited in 2025. Our church is rallying around an idea, I'll unveil it soon, but this idea of being fruitful and focused and effective. One of the things I love most about what I inherited from the Van Camp family is a work ethic. And so I'm going away in order to retreat, but also to return.
My favorite part was that we got to have s'mores here, and it hasn't been a long time since we've done that.
Big fire.
It was a big fire.
Honestly, so much of our lives are pulled away, just as Jesus would say in the third soil in Mark 4, by the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth. And so I want to design my life in such a way where I'm not being pulled into those worries, where I'm not being distracted. I'm able to process and work. I do think there is a fear, and I get it, that people talk a lot about rest and they don't talk about work at all. There's a reason the Lord says to work 6 days and then Sabbath on the seventh. All that to say, here is the brick. I hope you guys get one. We just got home. Let's see what hour marker I hit. Oh man, 94 hours. Not that I'm dying to go back on it, but I do have a couple, probably have some messages I need to answer. So here we are. Thank you for watching today's video. This is the video I think you should watch. This is the video YouTube says you should watch.